Hello Sagittarius, welcome to my channel. Victoria here at Radiant Moon Tarot. This is your February 2022 new love reading for all of you singles out there looking for love. I'm a little late with these readings, so the energy will last for about the next 6 weeks from today. This is February 8th, the day that I'm doing this reading. So let's see what we've got coming out for you guys. If you guys have been feeling a little bit kind of up in the air or a little bit scattered for the last little while, we now have Venus out of retrograde. And so Venus and Mars are both in earthy Capricorn for the next month. So that is actually really great energy to make a practical plan, take a little bit more practical approach. You might be feeling a little bit more grounded in your quest for love as well, rather than kind of a little bit wishy-washy or all over the place. So, which is, of course, very, very exciting. We've got a full moon in Leo on the 16th of February, and this particular full moon is actually really important. Gives you the courage to let go, the courage to forgive, okay, to detach old energetic ties, old energetic cords there, so that you can release and you can let go. So it's really powerful energy. It also is that type of full moon. Full moons, typically with especially manifestation, is about letting things go, letting go of your intentions and trusting that the universe has your back. But this also brings in the energy to make it a little bit easier to release control in other areas as well and just go with the flow. So let's see what we've got coming out for you, your current energy. Whoa, baby, you are ready for a change, okay? This is, wow. So I think some of you are going through a lot of changes. Perhaps you're having an epiphany moment, okay? You're really letting things go, okay, in a big, big way. You might be feeling a little bit enlightened as well, okay? The Tower is really where we have this big shift, this big release of energy. The Tower energy comes in here to get you out of your comfort zone, to get you trying new things, doing things a little bit differently. But this is also, you know, quite often when we do get the Tower, right, it is destruction, okay? But it's really releasing all of that old energy that no longer works for you, that has turned into something that blocks you rather than helps you. It hinders you in a lot of different levels. So when we get that Tower, that is that wonderful release to help us be a little bit more free. We are left with our core values, our good solid foundation, our building blocks of life, but we're ready here to welcome in the new. Okay, so this is beautiful energy to help you really release and let go. The Tower also brings in surprise though. So you may have some surprises that are coming up very, very shortly. The Tower is usually a very, very fast energy. Okay, so maybe there's something that you least expect. Okay, meet someone when you least expect it, and this is like a calamity, a clashing of forces. Okay, and but in a positive way though. Okay, because we're not releasing love at the moment. Okay, we're trying to welcome it in, but in order to welcome in love, you've got to make room for it. Okay, so but I think expect the unexpected. This is a wonderful energetic shift for you. So go with the flow. Now, some of you might resist that a little bit, but I think you're not. I think you're kind of ready. You've done a lot of work so far, and I think you're just ready to make some change. Your challenge in the month forward, we've got the Temperance card. Okay, so perhaps part of your challenge here may be patience. Patience is a virtue. That Tower card is not a patient energy whatsoever, but sometimes you do need to release certain things, expectations, fears, worries, doubts, old energy, okay, old belief systems, all of those things to get that clarity that you're looking for and to free your energy. And you know, sometimes that process takes a little bit of time. Sometimes we have a little bit more healing to do as well, and that Tower really does serve that purpose. Okay, so part of your challenge here moving forward is patience, balance. Okay, everything in moderation. Sometimes we want everything right here and now, right? That fear of missing out, that instant gratification, and it doesn't always work that way. Okay, but also with the Temperance card again, a little bit of patience may come in. Now, Temperance brings in healing as well. So perhaps there has been something that you have been holding on to, and it's representing a challenge for you finding love, because Spirit really wants to make sure that you're ready. Temperance card is your energy here, Sag. Okay, so are you standing in your own way? What are you blocking yourself from? Okay, are you putting up, have you put up a wall instead of boundaries, right? Boundaries are healthy. The good comes in, but the bad doesn't. Walls, ew, okay, think of a brick wall, right? Humpty Dumpty. The only way off that wall is to fall off the damn thing. Okay, so you could certainly be your own worst enemy in some ways, in some cases, okay? And that tower serves a wonderful purpose to help you release any energy that is no longer good for you. Okay, release those blocks that you may have, find your inner peace. That way you can really be ready, because with the Temperance card, it quite often does come out for me as a guardian angel card. So your angels, spirits, guides are watching you, protecting you, and trying to bring you love, but they want to make sure that you are ready. So your advice from Spirit, the Justice card, balance and harmony, okay? Make the right decision for you. The Justice card brings in, truth, okay? So perhaps you're on the quest for something honest, something pure, something, a type of person that would, not lead you astray, the type of person that you can rely on. And I think you're really trying to make some decisions here, okay? That Justice card is make the right decision for you. Make the right choice for you, okay? That's that sword of fate, that sword of destiny. You've got this beautiful karmic energy that is here, okay? So I think here with the Tower and also that sword of the Justice card here, I think some of you are perhaps releasing some past karmic attachments as well. And so that all this good can come in. You've done your hard work. You've done your trials and tribulations. You've learned your lessons. You've spiritually ascended, or you're right there on that cusp, and you're ready to welcome in the new. All right. So, that advice from Spirit there is to keep going. You're on the right track. Okay. And, when it comes to love, all right, make sure that you make the right choice for you. Okay. And not let anyone else influence you. Sometimes people do kind of push and pull us, and, oh, you should go out with this person. This is my girlfriend or my boyfriend's buddy, and they're a really good person. And sometimes, it's like, oh, it's really nice that this is part of your social circle, but sometimes you don't really care about that, right? It's all about the person. Okay. And you can always integrate people into your lives. But I also feel here that, part of the advice from Spirit here as well is if there has been anything that has been holding you down a little bit, especially any kind of legal situations. The Justice card quite often does represent those legal binding attachments. And I think that if there has been something that has been lingering and that has been really, it has outstayed its welcome, say perhaps divorce hearings, right? Maybe you're trying to get that final piece of paper signed, custody battles, all those things, right? Just because you're single doesn't mean you don't have a history. All right. And I think that with the Tower card and the Justice card here, I think that you are about to get some news. Okay. I think you're about to get what is fair. Okay, not necessarily something that is like tipped in your favor too much, but I think you're going to get a resolution here. I think there's probably going to be a little bit of a discussion, or maybe even just someone caves, someone gives in, someone just says, you know what, I'm tired of fighting, I'm tired of doing this, and I'm just going to sign on the dotted line. So you could certainly be having some really good news in that regard. Blessings that are headed your way, beautiful here, okay? This is benefiting you, the Charity card. This is all about being open to love and unconditional love as well. When we release our blocks, when we go with the flow, when we understand what it is that we truly want, we set our intentions and we're crystal clear on what we are looking for out of love and the kind of love we want to attract. What happens? We end up being open. We end up being receptive to love. Okay. So I think here with that benefiting you with the Charity card, I think that, you do have the potential to really find that one true person, that unconditional love, perhaps even, something with the Temperance card there, and also the Justice card with Libra energy, Libra's love balance. Okay. It could actually be a Libra coming your way as well. But I think here that you really do have that ability to attract the right people at the right place at the right time, the ones that are meant for you. So are you going to embrace that Tower, those epiphany moments, right? Quite often that's when we get those revelations and things, as that Tower moment. Okay. Are you welcome for a little bit of change, okay? Because ultimately you do have this potential here to attract all of that. But that Tower card, you could certainly be getting some sort of surprise. The Tower card comes in fast, sometimes by just a revelation or like an epiphany moment. It's like, aha, okay, and that shifts your energy and gives you that boost you need. But there could also be someone around you already, energetically, they're already here, and I think they are probably about to make an appearance. Okay, so expect the unexpected whenever we get the Tower card. We have attraction, divine soul counterparts, attraction as transcends superficiality, okay? We think here with that Temperance card, with the Libra, with the Justice card there, with that karmic energy, okay? I think that some of you really do have this soulmate coming in, possibly even a twin flame. Sometimes the Tower shows up with it in regards to twin flames as well, because it's like boom, okay? Just this big wow factor that comes in there, okay? And of course you do have guidance with your own energy, but also that Temperance card there. So I think that, you know, for some of you here, there is that big spiritual connection coming in, okay? And, you know, whether it's just that soulmate, just a little itty bitty soulmate, or something a little bit bigger. We've got rekindle here as well. Every relationship has magical moments that can be rekindled. So when we get this energy, I mean, yes, sure, something could certainly hit you out of left field there with that Tower card. Perhaps someone from the past comes back. Of course, I just heard a collective groan, like, man, I don't want anyone back from the past. Fair enough. Some people do. Okay. You know, but I'm feeling a little bit of, missed connection energy. Okay, we do have a lot of people that have missed those connections. Sometimes you have that spark, that initial attraction with somebody, and then all of a sudden you don't see them again, or perhaps you had something that just started and then all of a sudden fizzled out for some reason, or they disappeared off the face of the earth. And you know, so I sometimes when that happens, it's like something that has a lot of potential, but usually when that happens, it's like the time wasn't right for it, and if it went any further, it wouldn't have worked. And so I think that for some of you, if you had your eye on somebody and had that really good connection, and you just had so much kind of you were starting to think about, you know, hey, what would it be like with this person? And you're starting to maybe daydream or something about them, you know, and you just had something just a little bit magnetic between you and this person. And I think that maybe there's someone coming back around here again. But again, with that rekindle, you may actually have somebody that does come back, okay? This karmic connection or soulmate connection, right? And of course, twin flame is the ultimate spiritual connection, right? So I don't know why I'm getting twin flame vibe, because I don't really have the rest of the cards that would, in it, that would really highlight that, but I'm getting a little bit of that energy. We also have past lives. Ooh, maybe that's why. We reunite with our loved ones over and over again through many different lives. So there's that karmic connection with somebody. So you could certainly have be rekindling. Wow. This is so interesting. A divine soul counterpart, rekindling the flame with a past life connection. Wowzer. Okay, that is crazy, as I just knocked my pendulums over. Wow, that's insane. Okay, so I think some of you, I think you know this person already. I think you've met in at least one or more lifetimes previously for the new that's coming in, and perhaps even that that connection that never got off the ground. Okay, if it's meant to be in this lifetime, it will be, and I feel that it's certainly potentially coming back in for you. So release that expectation, release that old energy, and welcome that brand new love. So let's pull some tarot and let's see where we go. And I'm going to pull all of your cards here, and then we'll go a little bit deeper. So, oh, look at that. I've got the Tower in the reverse. Holy crap. Do you know how rare it is to get two towers in a reading? It really does not happen very often whatsoever. This is your overall energy, the collective energy here. And, you know, this is really dialing it into a little bit more of a situation here. So the Tower in reverse is certainly Something could certainly be something that feels like a disaster, but it's like a resistance. Okay, when we have the Tower in the upright, we're really letting things go. Okay, or we're really shifting our energy, getting out of our comfort zone. The Tower comes in to help us get out of our comfort zone. When we've been stagnant and stuck in one spot for too long, that's when Spirit sends us that Tower energy to give us that big energetic shift to get a move on, get going. Okay, change our environment, change our way of thinking, all of these things. But there's resistance here with that Tower in the reverse. Very interesting. Crossing you, we've got the Four of Wands. Okay, so perhaps some of you are stuck because you have something that's unresolved. Okay, that justice energy there. Okay, something that you've been waiting for a while, waiting. And perhaps something that is not putting you in the best mood. Okay, so certainly can be that connection there, but we'll go a little bit deeper. Okay, your underlying feelings here, your subconscious, the Nine of Swords. Okay, something's got you a little bit worried. Your recent past, we've got the Ten of Cups. Okay, so perhaps something has just kind of derailed your energy, or perhaps, again, you've been waiting for what seems like an eternity, and now you're kind of, I don't know, you're a little bit stuck maybe. Crowning you, the Lover's card. Well, that's interesting. Okay, you're certainly trying to keep a positive mindset, but you see how your mindset here with the Lovers isn't really matching your underlying feelings with that Nine of Swords. So certainly there's something here that is creating a little bit of a block here. So we'll work through it. We've got the Hierophant in your near future. Wow. Holy moly. Oh, now I gotta say, the Four of Wands here is known as the 1111 card. In a love reading, 1111, yes, it can be new beginnings, it can be miracles happening, manifestations working, all of those things. But 1111 can certainly be representative of a twin flame energy. If you believe in the twin flame journey, not everybody does. We only have one of them. We have a lot of soulmates, Lover's card, but we only have one twin flame. Okay, and a lot of times when I do get twin flame energy, the Tower really does sometimes come in there because it's just this boom, this instant clash that comes in. So you could certainly be dealing with a twin flame. Perhaps that is someone who's coming back, and perhaps someone you already know. Twin flame connection is a spiritual connection, very spiritual connection, right? Think of it as your cosmic twin. Okay, you only have one of them. And think of twins in real life. Twins with Lover's card there, Gemini. Twin flame, twins. Okay, so so we only have one of those though, right? If twins in real life, you've got siblings there. You came from the same egg, you came from the same source, but then at some point you divided off into two completely separate souls, but you came from that same source. Okay, so certainly very much have a twin flame energy, very much a past life energy, and that soulmate energy. So certainly that divine connection. This is crazy. All right, this Ace of Swords, look at that, some fated intervention, moving you towards your destiny. That is you, your current attitude, and also an advice card. External influences here. We've got the Four of Pentacles, a little bit closed off. All right, your hopes and your fears, the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so I think you're actually really quite hopeful. Your overall outcome here, we've got the Five of Swords, we've got the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and I'm going to get one more, and the Eight of Swords there. Okay, so interesting. Okay, those are interesting there. And here we go at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is a return card, people. Okay, so certainly in a love reading, this can represent the rekindling, someone coming back. This can represent someone from your past lives, maybe someone from your childhood, possibly with that Six of Cups. But the Six of Cups is also, yes, it can certainly be someone coming back, but that is also a card of nostalgia. And sometimes that can represent being a little bit stuck. So when we get that, okay, it's like sometimes we get lost in memories. We get lost in the past, okay, or we get lost in kind of that little wishy-washy, oh, the things that didn't happen or the things that could have been and all that kind of stuff. So you could certainly be in that situation there where you're not living for today, you're not living for the moment, okay, you're not thinking about the future, you're not thinking forward, you're perhaps a little bit stuck in the past. And again, with the double tower that's coming out here, if you are stuck in the past at all, or if you are kind of, not moving forward, okay, or not really being focused on the present, then that Tower comes in to serve a big purpose to kind of, you know, put you back in, you know, today, okay, to help you get out of that nostalgic kind of energy, okay. But I think others of you here with that Six of Cups, I think there's, you know, there's some fun coming up for you. That is your inner child card as well. It's living for the moment, living for today, reflecting on the past, but not letting it dictate your future and not letting it affect your current energy. So I think some of you have actually made some great strides. I think you're really going to be letting some things go, okay? I think that if you already know who your twin flame is, I think that we might have a little bit of potential kind of conflict, a little bit of decisions to make here with that person. Again, it's a spiritual connection. Both people need to be spiritually evolved, okay, and ascended before the connection can really work properly. So sometimes we get one person that has learned their lessons, they have done their growth, their spiritual growth, everything, and then we get the other person that hasn't, and then sadly we do tend to get sometimes that back and forth energy, that runner chaser kind of energy, and sometimes it can work. Sometimes the person, you know, the person who hasn't done their work can really knuckle down and give it the good old college try and really get to where they're supposed to be, and you know, sometimes they don't, okay. And then that's you know, you may have some choices to make there with the Lovers card coming in, okay. And you know, we do have some perhaps choices that are coming up there towards the end as well, okay. So yeah, you may have some choices that if you already know this person, if you don't know who your soulmate or your twin flame happens to be, I think you might be finding out pretty quickly. But if we have a really closer look here, we do have the Tower in reverse right in the center of your reading, okay? And, you know, it's interesting because the Tower comes here as your current situation, and the Tower comes here as your current situation. So I think there's kind of multiple stages of things going on here. I think some of you know that you need to do something a little bit different. You perhaps do have a big surprise coming in, okay? And it's probably going to knock you off guard a little bit. I think for some of you, I think you've made a little bit more progress. And I think things are finally starting to settle down for you, okay? So depending on when you see this reading, depends on what stage of that Tower energy that you are at. Okay, because this one can certainly mean some, you know, some energy that's a big boost coming in here, and then this is like, whoop, dying down a little bit. But the Tower in reverse can also represent a little bit of resistance as well, because at its core, the Tower is about some sudden, unexpected change. Okay, and you know, I think some of you are really starting to move forward. You're well on your way, but I think some of you, there may be something that you're still a little bit clinging on to here as well, okay? Or you're expecting something, okay? You know, so again, depending on where you are in that scenario, but this is certainly something that is affecting your happiness, your well-being, and your sense of stability and security. The Four of Wands, okay? Yes, 1111 card. So I think some of you already know who your twin flame is. And I think others of you, you've got one coming in, okay? But ultimately, the Four of Wands is, you know, the 1111 card can certainly mean leveling up in a situation. It can mean being committed on your path to your future, to your happiness, okay? This brings in a energy, excuse me, of celebration and joy, usually also one of abundance. So new beginnings. That can certainly come in, abundance of new beginnings and blessings that are certainly on the horizon for you. So embrace that change. Okay, I'm sure you've, if you haven't gotten those epiphany moments already, that aha, that seeing the light already, I think that you're going to very imminently. Something that's going to just kind of surprise you a little bit. You could surprise yourself, okay? It may not necessarily have to do with another person, okay? And I think there's some real happiness and joy that is waiting here for you, okay? At least a very big sense of freedom or relief, okay? Or even that just instant spark and instant connection there, okay? That can really initiate a new beginning, a fresh start. You know, here as well with that Four of Wands that's crossing you, we did get that energy there with the Justice card, that some of you may have an ending in sight, okay? And not an ending with, you know, necessarily a relationship, but I think really getting some closure, putting something to rest, especially a legal situation of any sort. And we do have the children card coming out here with the Six of Cups, okay? So that could certainly represent maybe a custody battle, okay, or something like that. I think something's going to come to a final conclusion. You've been waiting for a very long time, okay, and that allows you to really move forward, move on. Beneath you, the Nine of Swords, there's something keeping you awake, something keeping you, this is the I'm awake in the middle of the night worrying about everything card, okay? This brings in anxiety, worries, all of those things, fears and doubts sometimes as well, okay? So I think some of you are maybe a little bit worried about whatever current situation that you're dealing with. You could certainly just be in the energy where you're feeling a little bit anxious about finding new love as well. And, you know, again, with that temperance energy here and there in your challenge position, right? It's, you know, you are well on your way to finding your inner peace, finding that spiritual connection, or even just having that last moment of healing. But that brings in patience, right? And the Nine of Swords, maybe you're kind of, maybe some days that you are feeling patient and you're going with the flow, but then other days you get a little bit up in your head. The Eight and the Nine of Swords, we've got the Eight of Swords here too, okay? Both of those are self-imposed restrictions, okay? Holding yourself stuck in, you know, your feelings may be stuck, or you might be feeling blocked, okay? Or that's scary to release and surrender to the universe. The Eight of Swords, right? We sometimes have fears restricting our behaviors, okay? And, you know, so both of these are very much an up in your head energy, okay? Get out of your own way. Sometimes we create our own blocks out of fear, of worry, of doubt, okay? Out of fear of the unknown, okay? Or especially if you've had situations that haven't worked out before, sometimes we're afraid to open up, okay? Because they're both kind of closed off energies there. So, you know, I think that's really the purpose of the towers, okay? But I also feel here the Nine of Swords is a nighttime card, so quite often your dreams really do get highlighted here, okay? So, and quite often Spirit sends us messages through our dreams, so pay attention to your dreams, okay? And you might already know, okay? You might already be dreaming of the next person that's coming in here, especially if it's a twin flame or a soulmate. Okay, it could just be like a perfect partnership as well. Okay, but you know, you could already be dreaming about this person. Your recent past, the Ten of Cups, okay, there's perhaps been a bit of a focus on family, okay, you could be certainly attracting new people into your life that make you happy, okay, you could really be in a really good place on a lot of different levels. The Ten of Cups shows that you have been happy in your past, okay, you've had those partnerships. This also shows that you really do have a super duper positive outlook for your future as well, okay? A lot of potential here, okay? It shows that you perhaps do project out into the world your happiness and your positivity as well, okay? But I think some of you have been really happy. Maybe you've been focused on your children, if you do have children, or you've been focused on your friends, your extended family, your chosen family as well. And I just think that here, that for the most part, you've gotten yourself into a really good place, at least in your past energy here, okay? And this time is fluid. So this Ten of Cups could be you here in the now. It could be a couple of weeks ago. It could even be like up to about a month or two ago as well. Probably not too much further than that. Okay, so you know, you could certainly have just been focusing on the connections that you do have and improving those. Okay, and you've been in a really good place. And now, of course, you know, there's a bit of a shakeup in your energy there. Crowning you, this is your goals, thoughts, possibilities, what you are thinking about and what you know, okay, and what you want. The Lover's card, Gemini energy here, and you know, it's, you're looking for love, true love, okay? The Lover's card represents soulmate energy, two souls coming together as one in love, in balance, in harmony with each other, okay? That union that just feels right, where you understand each other, where you have love on the table, where you've got this wonderful magical connection, maybe even an unexplainable one here. And I think you are probably going to get what you want, okay? You might have have to wait a while, okay? For some of you, it's in the here and the now. For others, I think you might, Spirit's really just trying to reassure you that there is something coming in here for you, okay? But they're also, you might be really trying to make some important choices. The Lover's card used to be called the Choice card. And it's really all about matters of the heart, choosing love. You might have a couple of different options to choose, especially for those of you who may be in that very painful union of that twin flame connection that may not work out in this lifetime. And I think that you might actually, if that's you with that runner chaser scenario, okay, we certainly may have that playing out for you at the end here, okay? And I think you might choose to really let this person go if they have not done their work, okay? They might say they have, or they might start and stop and all of these things, and they've been dragging you along for that ride. And that Tower is coming here perhaps for a reason, to give you that little epiphany moment, okay, to help you see that light, see the truth. And I think you're probably going to make a really important choice in regards to that. But I also think here that some of you really believe with that Hierophant energy, I think some of you really believe that your person can do the work, and that it might be a little bit stop and go, but I think you may see the potential of that connection, okay? And you might see them, maybe they are learning some things. The Four of Pentacles can be one of making that investment, of investing in yourself, okay? Or maybe that's your external environment. So maybe your person is taking the time to invest in themselves. And, you know, people do start and they stop, and they start and they stop, but perhaps that person is going to give it that good old college try, okay, and put their best foot forward there. But whatever your situation is, I think we do have love on the brain, obviously, okay, but I don't think you're going to settle. That Lover's card, you're certainly not going to settle for second best. You're not going to settle for any, any old person that happens to wander across your path. I think you're looking for something deeper. I think you're looking for something a little bit more long term. And I think you're looking for something that is, without a doubt, meant for you. And sometimes it's hard to find that, and sometimes that takes time. So this is certainly a very powerful energy that you're really looking for. But I think it's certainly attainable for you, okay? You got a lot of spiritual energy that is around you, helping you, helping guide you, helping lead you, helping bring people towards you, okay? And again, we do have possibly past life connection there as well, not just a twin flame, right? We can have all other karmic connections with people as well. Your near future, we've got the Hierophant. I think that some of you here, you're going to actually get some sort of commitment, okay? So if you are, I mean, this is not meant to be a twin flame reading. Do not, don't underestimate me whatsoever, okay? But I will address that first because it is a big energy that is here, okay? The Hierophant, I think you're going to get a commitment from your person that they're going to get back on track, okay? That they've perhaps realized what is going on with you and them as to why you're currently not together, okay? I don't think that you are together right now, otherwise you'd probably be watching the relationship reading, the love reading here, okay? So, but I think this person may come back and may really, give you that good, solid commitment, okay? You might actually need to consult and get some advice from somebody, some spiritual guidance. The Hierophant is very much a spiritual guidance kind of card. Okay, that energy that's there. So you could be asking for help somewhere along the way. All right, but I think you are going to get that commitment. I think for others of you here in the near future, I mean, the Hierophant is a Taurus energy. So you could certainly be attracting a Taurus into your life. And, Taurus is known for being being very stable, being very structured, quite patient usually, but sometimes they are either stop or go, okay? I was reading some sort of description, I forget when it was, about Taurus, and the description was Taurus is moss, only because they're either go, 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 or they just stop in one spot, right? They're like, let's just sit on the couch for a while, okay? But they are pretty dependable and pretty stable, okay? And they are, that could certainly be that kind of connection that's coming in there, okay? Or someone with a Taurus placement in their chart. But if it's not, it doesn't have to be, okay? That Hierophant energy, I think there is a lot of belief here, a deep-rooted belief within you that you are either going to meet somebody or that you already do. Okay. You know, so really wonderful and really powerful. But the Hierophant is one of card number 5. Okay. And number fives are about challenges and obstacles, but the Hierophant helps you overcome them. Fives also have to do with change. Okay. And that Hierophant energy helps you navigate some change. Okay. Change is good. All right. But, you know, again, it is known as that commitment card there as well. And that spiritual connection, possibly with another person also. You may actually also be asking somebody for some help and guidance as well. So, because ultimately that Hierophant can also be about higher level learning, okay? Opening yourself up to your spiritual side, okay? Ascending a little bit spiritually. So you could really have that little spiritual ascension that's coming in there for you, okay? Getting you to the right place where you need to be to welcome in this soul connection here. So just going to get a little bit more information with the Hierophant here. Good, some news coming in. We've got the Knight of Swords, we've got the Seven of Pentacles, and we've got the Two of Cups. We've got soulmate. So here we go. All right, here we go. Well on your way. The Knight of Swords, some sort of news, some information coming in. Okay, something fairly quickly. The Knight of Swords is a very fast-moving kind of energy. All right, it also tends to be a little bit scattered. Okay, but it does also represent something new. Okay, or some good news in this case. Okay, since that guy is in the upright and not in the reverse. Okay, but this might be something here that you've waited for. Okay, some news, some person that you've been waiting for a while with the Seven of Pentacles, or this information, this person, this coming in here could really cause you to stop in your tracks a little bit and think about things. Okay, take a step back, very much like that Taurus energy with that grounded energy with the Hierophant. The Seven of Pentacles is about kind of having a look at the information that you just got, or the person that just came in, or the situation that you're in, having a look and thinking, where's this gonna go? What am I going to do? And so it's really one of kind of taking a pause instead of rushing into something. Okay, taking a pause, thinking about things before making a decision. But we do have the Two of Cups coming in here. Okay, so I think some opportunity, some person, some connection, an initial meeting is going to come in here. And that Two of Cups is, of course, two hearts meeting as one, and it is another soulmate energy that is coming in there. Okay, so you certainly do have the potential here to meet somebody new. You could even meet this person, I think, through someone you know, possibly as well. Maybe someone, because that Hierophant, right, you got one person kind of in the lead giving guidance, and then you got two people down below. Okay, possibly even bringing those people together. So you could actually have a friend that brings you together with somebody. But we've got the Ace of Swords as your current attitude. Also an advice card here as well. Okay, get clear. Okay, the Ace of Swords, you're ready for something new. You're ready to clear out the old energy and have that fresh start. I think that you also have an opportunity here to have a fresh start with somebody from your past as well. But with only, how should I say? Only if you get your cards on the table, okay? All of the truth revealed, okay? This is that sort of truth that's here, okay? And I think that if you do welcome someone back, that Hierophant energy there, it's the truth and nothing but the truth. That Justice card, the whole truth and nothing but the truth, okay? And I think if you and your person really have a conversation, the Ace of Swords certainly represent a new conversation or a new way of thinking. Okay, and I think that when everything is out in the open and everything is clear, okay, because you get clarity with the Ace of Swords, then I think you can make the right choice and the right decision for yourself. Okay, but this is also Spirit saying that the hand of fate is intervening. Okay, your destiny is unfolding exactly as it should. All right, and there's something new, something better coming in here for you. Either we're clearing out the air with someone that's coming back, or you've got a really great fresh new connection coming in, something that is a gift from the universe. The aces are always gifts from the universe, and this is something that is honest, something that is pure, and something that leads you down your path to having that successful union, successful connection. And Of course, like I said, that karmic intervention comes in here. So a really powerful connection that is yours for the taking. So get clear, release all your past doubts, release yourself from any kind of restrictions that you still have. Okay. And that way you can be free, you can be clear, and you can move forward. But your external environment here, we do have the Four of Pentacles. This can certainly represent making an investment for your future. Okay, this can certainly represent your person, perhaps making that investment as well. Okay, if someone comes back in, they want to come back in, they want to connect with you, they want to start over with you, and they're willing to put in the time and energy for that because they understand that you've got a good start, you've got a good foundation here, and they've already put in some time with you, and now they're like, you know, stepping into that energy of I know we can get to our 10 of Pentacles, which is our ultimate success and security in all levels. Okay, and I think you certainly may have that potential there, but you know that, but you do have a choice with that Lover's card there, and then that Four of Pentacles. Okay, are you going to open up? Four of Pentacles can sometimes be a closed off energy, so are you going to stay closed off, or are you going to open up? All right, but the Four of Pentacles also shows that there may be a solid, stable connection that is coming in here for you as well. Okay, perhaps again, we're getting earthy energy coming out here again, so you may or may not like that. I don't know, but we all have earth somewhere in our chart. But you could certainly have this connection here that is, you know, pretty secure. Okay, and you know, we all got to start somewhere, right? So it actually could possibly start, very interesting, it could start somewhere in some environment that involves money. So I don't know, maybe because the Four of Pentacles can sometimes be either an investment or an expenditure. So you could certainly, I don't know, maybe with that Hierophant energy, perhaps you go and see like some financial advisor or something like that, and you might meet somebody there. But anyways, but we do have stability and security that is coming out there with that Four of Pentacles. More energy in your external environment. Oh, there's your Ten of Pentacles. Hey, look at that. Magic. All right. So the rest that we have in your... Oh, oops, sorry. I jumped there a little bit. My dog is just over there. She's coughed. She scared the crap out of me. Anyways, so we do have the Sun. The Sun brings in happiness, joy, ultimate happiness with that Sun card there, an abundance of joy, shall we say. Okay, this also brings in that energy of success and optimism, okay, for you. And we have a Page of Cups. There's your new love coming in here. So we certainly do have a new love, an opportunity that comes in. This can also be that energy that helps you be open and ready and receptive for new love as well. Okay, that Page of Cups is something that is quite exciting, but very fresh. Okay, so whether it's a fresh start or someone brand spanking new, it brings in a lot of excitement. And this can certainly lead you down that path to the Ten of Pentacles. So that was interesting, actually, because the Ten of Pentacles can certainly be like your investments coming to fruition. That Four of Pentacles there, I think you got a good solid start leading you. This new love, this new connection brings you a lot of joy and happiness, okay, and can lead you down the path to that Ten of Pentacles, that ultimate security and stability in your home, your family, your material world, all of those things, okay, and leaves no room for worry. Okay, but I also think here this is very interesting. Now it could be that you meet somebody through a family member, possibly, okay, but again, this investment here, I'm getting some sort of financial investment here, financial energy. So you know, perhaps if you're looking to invest your money, okay, grow your money, maybe you're seeking out some sort of financial advisor, some broker of some sort, I don't know, and that could, you either meet somebody in their office or maybe that person as well. So very interesting. However, we've got a lot of abundance that comes into your reading, and this is actually super wonderful energy. And with that new, okay, the Page of Pentacles, your hopes and fears, you are looking for, I think some of you, if your person is coming back, okay, or if you're ready to accept them back, I think you're really hoping for a commitment. Okay, commitment is, this is like another energy of commitment here over and above that Hierophant card. And I think you're looking for a better commitment than maybe what you had before. Okay, a fresh start ultimately here as well. Okay, and that Page of Pentacles leads you to that long-term commitment as well. But it is something fresh and it is something exciting. But I think others of you, I think you're looking for something real. Okay, I think you're looking for that connection that you can depend on, that you can count on. You're doing some research. The Page of Pentacles is certainly one where of manifestation. Okay, so I think if you've been manifesting a soulmate, a twin flame, a new love, okay, I think you're really hoping to start to see that start to come to fruition. And you certainly do have that going on here. Now, your potential overall outcome. Now, this is, you know, a little bit longer down the road, okay, and this, of course, is changeable. Okay, because it's really our overall outcome. If you see, like, you know, if someone showed you a roadmap of your commute to work today, right, and you saw like a big calamity right in the middle there, are you still going to take that route to work, or are you just going to take a detour and do something a little bit different? And that's what our overall outcome gives us that opportunity to do. Okay, it's that if we don't love where we see something heading, because there is a little bit of doubt there, okay, there is a little bit of decision making there, but there is also obstacles and blocks removed coming out there as well. Okay, so we just got a couple of different energies coming out. But if you do see something that is potentially a lot of potential here, but if you do see some little heads up there, then number one, great, you're aware that there might be a little heads up, as there always is. I don't think it's anything major, okay, just because we've got a lot of beautiful major arcana that is here, that is overruling your kind of day-to-day energy. Okay, but if you see something that you're not loving, then you can always do something a little bit different. So we do have a Five of Swords here. Now, the Five of Swords, always an interesting energy. Okay, so this can certainly be one of victory, but it also does come with a little bit of hurt. Okay, now you see this guy here, he's actually victorious, okay, and he's, you know, looking like a little bit pleased with himself. You got a couple of people walking away here, and it's actually a battlefield, right? So, you know, potentially cleaning up the battlefield, okay, those conflicts that come in here. So, you know, if you are welcoming someone back, yeah, maybe you have to work through some issues, some conflicts there to, you know, really sort some things out, okay? This can also be, you finally letting something go that has been standing in your way, okay, and, you know, trying to find a way to move on from that. All right, but there could certainly be that inner conflict with you as well, right? Like a little bit of uncertainty. Sometimes we're our own worst enemy with that Five of Swords. Sometimes when things are going really well, sometimes we start to self-sabotage. Eight of Swords. Hello. Okay, the Eight of Swords, sometimes, you know, sometimes we get scared. And sometimes even, especially like with a really powerful twin flame or soulmate connection, right? Or even just new love, okay? Especially if you've been single a while, you've been hurt before, okay? Sometimes things start off okay. Things start off with a lot of potential and it's really exciting, but then it gets too exciting. And then we kind of retreat back into our shell and we get in our own head, okay? And that Five of Swords, we get this little inner conflict. Like, what if this happens? What if this happens? What if this happens? And then we end up with this Eight of Swords energy, which is just like that Nine of Swords is self-imposed restriction, okay? Keeping ourselves blocked for some reason, and usually out of fear, of worry, of doubt, okay? So, you know, the best way to get over that, to get past that, is to look your fear in the eye, to examine why that energy is there, okay, or why there may still be a little bit of fear. And again, that Temperance energy, your energy here, Sag, is helping you. Okay, challenge. This is part of your challenge, is that Five and that Eight of Swords, okay? And, you know, Temperance card is trying to help you to release that, to let it go, as is those Tower energies here as well. But sometimes those doubts creep back in, okay? So sometimes something can be going really well as well, and then we like, I don't know, is this going too well? I don't really quite trust it. Okay, so there's certainly, you know, a getting out of your head energy up there as well. Okay, but we also have some options, okay, some choices to make here. And sometimes when we are trying to make that final decision, okay, or to release, to let go, to welcome someone back in, okay, or even just to continue with like, oh my goodness, I've got this exciting connection. Now what do I do? Okay, we get that Two of Pentacles energy, weighing up your options, trying to make a decision. And this could certainly be trying to make a decision here with that 5 and that 8 of Swords. Okay, how do I release fears? What do I need to do? Because something's got me a little bit off kilter there. Okay, so you could certainly be you know, trying to right some wrongs, okay, or find that balance, okay, that connection with you and a person. But the Two of Wands here really does show that you have a lot of potential for your future. Okay, there's a lot of, you know, the path forward is clear. Once you know what you want, once you get both feet on the ground there, okay, once you kind of hash something out internally, externally, okay, the future is wide open for you here. Unlimited potential, a lot of opportunities here to move forward, to make the right choices for you and on your path to happiness and to love. So certainly can be something very exciting. Okay, those wands like that little bit of adventure, and they like to move forward. So this is like preparing to move forward. Okay, so I think ultimately, I think there's so much potential that's here in your reading, and I think for some of you this is going to be like imminent here. I think for others maybe there's just a little bit more patience here, just because there is a little bit more how should we say, something to let go of, something to release here. But certainly you are making the choice to find love. Now, whether that is something brand new or something that's coming back, you're all a little bit different, but it certainly is very powerful energy. I'm going to leave that there, and I'm going to close off your reading with one last piece of advice, please. One last piece of advice for Sag. Oh, thank you very much. And what do we have coming out here? We've got Treasure Island, and we have Breathe. Okay, so breathe. In those moments of quiet, of chaos or turmoil, the best thing you can do is go within, calm your mind, meditate. This is certainly the meditation card here, in order to find your inner peace, to let things go. All right, and so that way you're ready to welcome in the new. This card does tend to come out sometimes when we need to release energetic ties, so that we can be ready to welcome in that new energy as well. But this brings in that calm energy for you. Now, it is also card number 29, and that reduces down into an 11. So 11s, of course, is that spiritual guidance. 11 is a master number. One of the messages with number 11 is that you are about to meet somebody whose vibration matches yours, okay, or who can elevate your vibration to new heights, to a new level. Okay, so certainly that very magical kind of connection, but 11s also represent new starts as well. We also have the Treasure Island energy that's coming in here. So treasure is yours. You're about to open up something wonderful, magical, something beautiful and sparkly, something that's meant for you. Spirit is sending you something that you are meant to have. Okay, something that you deserve, and something that certainly has a lot of potential to move you towards that proverbial finish line. Okay, so love the Treasure Island card. So it's like you're about to discover something wonderful and magical. I'm going to leave that there for you, Sag. I hope there was something here for you. If there was, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel free to leave me a comment as well if you wish. So I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.